So, nice. Right. So, I hope now we have a bit of a better quality. Oh, I think I need to. So, now we have the same POV as I do. Nice. Don't want to have the top chat, I want to have the live chat. So, everything set up. Nice, nice, nice. Here we go. Okay. Oi. So now we just darken our colors. Oh, I think you can't see that. Wait. perfectly reflects the light. Oh, that's nice. We just want to give our metallics a bit more of a bluish dark tone instead of the purple, because we already used a lot of purple in the rope and the face. So I want to have a bit of a variance. And it will make the piece look more interesting. So, question now is, what do I have in the in-betweens? Probably like a shirt or collar. I think he has an undershirt. I could also start painting his eye thingy. Just give that a nice base coat of our dark blue. The metallic will be a bit tricky. It is somewhat in the shadows, so we need to see how we will go and paint this. Do we also make the button metallic or will we make it gold? Oh, if we make it iron or gold, it's more the question. I think I will go with a metallic iron. For my lighter color, I also want to refine that with a yellow. Natürlich. Get a bit of a greenish tone. I was more hoping for a lighter one. You can just add some flesh tone. There we go. Now we're adding our desaturated yellow as our highlight spots, or our reflection points. We can probably mix a bit of our blue color in there so we have a nice transition. Bit of balance and act to get the right amounts of colors in there, because else we go too much on the skin color side or too much on the yellow side. We'll wash out our model. There's also not the yellowest yellow I'm using. I'm using a bit of a desaturated one, ochre color more. So my final highlights will probably be like a bit of a different color. Tiny bit more yellow, and then we take this green tone. It's more here that will probably be full hit by a light. This one's Probably a bit more of this one. Mix that in right here. It's a bit thin, but we can work with that. I think we probably have like a light catch here right on the edge. Give this a bit more for highlight, just so we have a tiny bit of a visual difference in our tubes. Yeah. Okay. I think when I combine those two, I get a very nice bright color. Can then put down here. I think I kind of want to stipple it just so I have a bit more control on how far I go. Yeah, we're getting there. I think I need to give it a bit more of an edge highlight. So these are the ones I'm probably getting mainly hit with light. I think I need to. Whoop. Still helping. Yeah, that's the best I can do. Forgot about those here. So I think the pipes I will render out differently. Not with the blue. I was thinking of doing some being hazard stripes. Maybe with like a greenish tone that could like contrast nicely with the other colors. Probably will do that. forgot to paint his nose piercing. I think I can't run away from it. Pink is coming. That is not the right color. Yeah, there we go. Not pink, purple. I just can't go without purple. Instantly adds more depth. Nice. Just add that now willy-nilly. Like to have that in here. There we go. What does people want from me? I don't know. It's too white. Not too white, too yellow. Finger will just do a bit more of this. And we maybe want to just shift it a bit into the greener side. I think I like this one more. Just slowly go up from here, I think. So We just want to glaze in a bit of our yellow. Just take a bit to the side and make it wet. So. I think we can also do that on this part just to give it a bit more of a visual distinction. Jo. Oh, we're getting somewhere. My camera decides to focus. There we go. Nice. I think for the moment we can look at something else. I was thinking of continuing with my tassels here on the side. If I get my desaturated blue, a bit of green in there, a bit of purple. Was probably with a bit of pink in there. So, bit of pink. This. Oh, now we come in skin tone land. We add a bit more. Here we desaturate that. That creates somewhat our color. Oh, totally forgot to highlight up here or set things. No. Only here. Put a bit on there. Take a bit of this color. Right in between. Oh. So we just slowly build up here a texture. Probably take a very bright yellow. Holy moly, this is a very bright yellow. Great with this our highlight color. Probably want to dilute that and also put that on my skin. Just push it a tiny bit higher. Okay, I need to dilute it a bit more. think we're going a tiny bit overboard. Should go back a bit. So, I think we are slowly getting there. Putting in our little details. Now we can concentrate on the other side, and for that I think I mixed those two together to create like my gray. Probably makes sense some purple to make it darker. And not fully. Can add a bit of brown to desaturate it further. Add a bit more brown because we have it is a cloth. So I probably go with a browner tone. A tiny bit more. Yeah, looks better. So, probably want to create a tiny bit of better color just so we can add some texture. So I'll just do those stripes. Okay. Now we do the cables. think of different colors in the tubes will help the piece get more variety as well as visual differences. So we can make out better that this is a tube and this is not. Question is, do I do them all green? Do I maybe do like a lighter green or not so light green? Okay, I'll do one green. Here we go. This is hitting a nice, interesting gray tone where we can work on. Need to watch out so I don't hit his nose ring. Just mix a tiny bit of more blue in there. That will be our highlight. think the bluish cable look very nice next to the green looking metallics. We just give that like a tiny blue hint. So I think I will also take the blue and put that here in the pieces of my green. General, I think I need to go a bit darker with my green because this is the darker side. Yeah. Fuck it, why not we go here also with all green. We're getting there. Oh. Also totally forgot to paint the button. There we go. We have our gray. There we go. Just take a tiny bit of our yellow. Like here. We can also use the green. For purity seals, I think that will complement the red quite nicely. Ah, hallo. Very poised. Yes. It's a very pompous man we are painting. I am challenging myself a bit to not use any like blacks or whites. For the eye, I of course needed to use a white color, but I think I am trying to get everything else without it done. So just so I can get better at color wheeling my way around colors. And also helps me to paint a bit more when I am streaming this here now. So I am not setting things off or away. Also helps with positioning. My model for better in shot. I also hope that everything works fine. You hear me and see everything. So I think now we can go to our normal green. Yes, it's a 3D print. It is a model from a sculptor I can search out. I think I have it saved on my mini factory. I could have printed that myself, but I saw that it was produced by an independent sculptor a bit too late, so I bought it over a not really 3D printing company, but they sold the sculpt. Probably had like an agreement with the dude. So yeah, that's 3D printed, and the idea is that I have here this base that is also 3D printed. It's from like a base kit I got. It was mainly for like having a nice miniature display, but I kind of refunction it into for my not plinth, bust, and then this goes to the side. I think that will make a very nice scene. You also have the visual information that the light is coming from the left side. No, right side. And yeah, currently I am trying to get some purity seals done. And then there is not so much else to do with him. I think I need to give him some nice old man eyebrows. Now he has like the black bars of doom and then the like gold relief and probably some refinement for like the orange. Come on, we want to focus on the model. Some refinement on the oranges here. But this is a very, very fun model to paint. I really enjoy the making of it. It has a very a lot of different textures. There we go. Mhm. Think this is how a purity seal will look. Probably has like some highlight in the middle. Or push to the bottom. The also nice thing is now this streaming setup I built up, I can make hopefully some videos a bit easier without running between my two PCs, between my camera and my PC this way around. Also should fix the sound issues I had all the time in my videos, because it is because of my mic I'm using. I'm now using a different one. I also think it is kind of the camera's fault why the static noise is coming. So hopefully this is also now fixed for the future. So, oh yes. You are okay. I need to rewatch that. It was a long time ago. I watched Hunchback from Notre Dame. I first thought when I saw the model, this is basically the 40k version of, what is his name? The one out of Vermintide 2. Or also in Vermintide 1, I don't know. I only played 2. the Witch Hunter. I think I also need to replay a bit more of Vermintide. I haven't touched that game in a while. Played a lot of Darktide when it came out, but now I'm not really playing that anymore. It's not really much for me to do. I think I rushed it a bit too much. Victor Salz. Saltpire. Ah, yes. By Sigma. That's the only thing I remember from him. In the name of Sigma. uh, Vermintide too. I saw also they got a few more map updates, like Return to something something. I think it's a map out of the first game, if I'm correct, where they go back to. I don't know. I mainly played the dwarf. I really enjoyed playing the dwarf. The dwarf and yeah, the witch hunter Victor. Victor. Also a game I think I need to revisit is Helldivers. They brought out a few more new war bonds that look very enticing. I think I have stopped when they introduced the Squid Aliens. I don't know their name. But at that point, I stopped playing, or right before that, and then I never got into it again. Or I never played it with my friends again. Yeah, that's what I enjoy with this type of games. I like that it is the Left 4 Dead thing. I think you can just hop in, play like 1-2 games, and then hop out, and don't have that big amount of commitment. And like you can play like a lower difficulty if you want to have fun, and then jump out again. What I don't like with Fat Shark, the developers, is that I fucked up Darktide so much. They don't give it any love. I really enjoy this game, but there's just nothing to do. Oh, no, little German boy. Don't paint the miniature. Oh my god, is this all of wonderful colors? Yeah, maybe I can get some people to play Vermintide 2 with me again one day. Maybe. Maybe yes, maybe no. The thing is, I really don't like the loot box system. If it would be like, yeah, here, have some fun. You can level up the stuff you want. There you go, and then but they brought out the game the same time where they brought also out like the Overwatch loot box hype, or FIFA, or whatever you want to point the fingers to who is at fault there for this investment into loot boxes. The Steam Deck. Yeah, I don't know how the game plays on the Steam Deck, but it's a pretty old game, so I probably think it should run. It is. I only played like with a friend with a Steam Deck. We played Risk of Rain together. That's the only thing we played together. So I don't know how good the Steam Deck is, but it is a very cool console. I really like that we have those more powerful handheld devices now. And it's also not always Nintendo who has them. It's nice that we have competition. Competition brings innovation. Loot boxes can go away, yeah. I don't think they were ever a great idea. It's basically child gambling. Or, yeah, it is basically for children. Overwatch was like for 12, and FIFA was free, something. I understand that games, if there are like the games as a service type deal, like it was with Overwatch or FIFA, that you need to have like some amount of revenue coming in. Um, but I think there are nicer ways of doing it than loot boxes. We go to the highlight color, Omega Green. To have that red next to our dark spot. Yeah. Let's go gambling! Yeah! I don't know if it is because I'm living now in a different country than when I lived before, but I never got like sports betting, gambling ads. Now, every time I open up YouTube, when I open up like the YouTube app on my phone and not the like in the browser with an ad blocker, I always get like a gambling ad where they're like, yeah, if you can gamble with us, it's totally cool, and you should put like your college funds in there. Oh, yeah, we were on a different topic of gambling. I think I lost the plot a bit. Yeah, I think just I think Overwatch 2 does it, and also other games, Rainbow Six or something. You can just buy the skin you want. I know that at least for Rainbow Six Siege that it is. Um, if you if there is like an event, you have like their packs for it, and you need to draw them. But I think you can also now just buy them because of all the like loot boxes are bad debacle. But I'm a bit out of the loop out of this game. I don't really play PvP games so much anymore. And also not like those life as a service type deal games. I'm not so big into them. When you always are forced to go online to play, to get the battle pass and the challenges every day. I think it is feels very like a job. I'm going from my 9 to 5 to my 5 to 9. Yeah. Monster Hunter is a game I enjoy. I enjoy a lot. I'm looking forward for the DLC they will bring out. I never had the chance to show that off. I can now show off what I got gifted. That's very cool. I got those. I got different Pookies in their outfits. It is very cute. I have also a few more, but those are my favorites ones. Yeah, my boy Dologama. My son. I really like this monster. It is just the embodiment of just a chill dude. I think I also have Palico, but he's sitting somewhere else where I can't get to right now so easily. So maybe next time he will join us. I think with Monster Hunter I started on the DS, 3DS, with Free Ultimate, I think was the one that they put onto the DS. I think I never really got far because I was 12 or something. I know that I have like 120 hours in them, but I basically just hunted the first 4 monsters. And that was it. I think I got to. I think the title monster was Lagiacra, the like water thunder dragon snake that you have to fight also now in the new game underwater. That was like the title monster there. And I think I beat it with like the bone weapon tree, like upgraded once because I did not understand at 12 how the upgrade system works, and I also did not learn everything. I just skipped through all the tutorials. Hello, please, this is a Christian chat, no swearing. No, he's very annoying. I agree. Yeah, I really like that this game got now with like World and now Wild so popular in the West that they are putting more. They, of course, they make them easier, which is nice for newer players. They probably need to have some more things that make it enjoyable for people who also played the later titles, but I think it is very nice that they made it a bit more accessible for people to play this game and try that out. And it also made the like that you don't need to stop and drink your potions and then do the flex. That they got rid of that just for having a bit of a smoother gameplay. Which, on the other hand, I think would be kind of cool if they would have like one game where it's like back to the roots and you get just and everyone is like, why do I need to buy pickaxes to mine materials? Why do they break? Why do I stop for drinking my potions and stuff like that? So it is more on the like um the not the skill of the hunter, but like learning the game, learning the monster, learning its patterns, and less about the I I play was it dual blades and just shimmy my way through the map and with my Tylenol injecting into my bloodstream. Yeah, that stopped again recently though. What you mean? The did you drink? Huh? What you talking about? Oh yeah, yeah. With but that's always with the like end game stuff. Now with the end game monster being out, it is not like hard, but like they give the monster a hitbox of a semi truck and then it runs across the map and you have like zero chance to dodge it. It's not very hard, it's just unfair. And also it hits like a semi truck, of course. Cannot be that fun if you get one hit by every attack. Yeah, they will probably with the DLC bring a master rank like they did in World. They started to adapting that. I think in the older titles you had both ranks directly. I cannot should be because I never got so far that I realized that you needed to buy a DLC for that. But now in the recent games it is very much like a yeah, buy the DLC, that's master rank, have fun, don't cry. I'm very looking forward to see the DLC. I'm excited to see what old monsters they will bring in and um, new ones. I hope they bring in some new faces. That would be very fun. Bye bye. Also almost done with rendering out our purity seals. And we just need to do the cloth on them. Probably we'll do the same cloth technique as I did on this part here. It means just mixing all the pretty colors and that it works out. I think that's good for now. Teak. I think I mixed those two together to get this. A bit more here. Then we put a bit of yellow in. Looks a bit now like some flesh purity seals. He's secretly a Night Lord. It's just our first layer. We will work that up a bit so we have it similar to the one up top. We're getting there. Yeah, I think so. I think that has just died. um, I don't know why. I also put like a video out for other people to watch, and I think I got a lot of traction, but I haven't gotten any stuff. I don't know. I think people are not very interested in this, or generally in making one. In the Discord are like 5 people active. It feels like. I had like a sketch made up for the thing I wanted to build, but I don't know. I just didn't have like the time and motivation for it. And I also already have like 4 different other projects on my table. I think it was just for me it was bad timing to do something, but for the other ones I don't know why there isn't anything. Yeah, but I think they're most there for Kid Bosch, for, for like the creator thing to like, I don't know, just be in the same Discord as him, but if he's not very active, so I don't think that will make a good engagement. It's a bit issue that if you have like a community server, you need to interact a bit more. That maybe people get more active in the community because we have like you, Primaris, and I don't know who else. There's I think a third person. are constantly like chatting, exchanging colors, and showing off their paintworks. So it's a bit sad to see that there is nothing going on there, but hey, I'm not like sure what you can do to get things going again. I think you need to think Kid Bosch himself needs to do something. Yeah, you really feel that he has like this formula he does his videos in, and then he got like probably in like a, oh my god, I need to do that, turn from my hobby into a job. That's why I also haven't really done any videos, because I was like, okay, this feels like an obligation more than I do for fun. So I like took some time, thought about it, and now I am doing the streaming stuff because I feel like I have more fun streaming my painting projects than making a video recording, because I think I am personally a bit more entertaining when I am bouncing off someone than off myself. So maybe he needs to get a different approach. And I did not even really watch his latest video, so because it really felt like this old formula of, here I'm going to show you how to make this model with those parts, same techniques, nothing new to like see and learn. So maybe that's why he is not so interested in the things anymore. Can be. I don't know. I haven't really interacted with him without only watched his like videos. I'm I'm trying out. First off, thank you. I'm trying to get a few more videos out. I think this year I need to concentrate a bit. I want to concentrate a bit more on the content creation stuff to get more people into the hobby. I want to like also break a bit the like stigmas that I see often happening with like, when people come into the hobby, there are a lot of like, oh my god, I'm going to ruin my precious model. Yeah, of course, there's a lot of like money involved, but I feel like if you can't experiment, you can't really have like this aha moment, this I am breaking loose, quote unquote. They then they get stuck in the same loop, and always like, okay, now I paint my salamanders. For salamanders I have this specific paint and I cannot vary from it because I watched this tutorial X amount of years ago. So I'm trying to, like with the CMYK video, it did not really come out how I wanted it, but I wanted to like show off that you can do much more with a limited palette than you think. That's why I also paint like something like this. Like you don't need black and white for painting something. You can go with other colors and then figure out, oh, cool, like this creates a cool color, or I see then more how uh, lights and colors interact with each other. But I can also probably do like complete opposite and only paint them black and white, and then you go more into like the like what is the texture of the material I'm painting, what is the point where my material is reflecting. And there's a lot of stuff I think that many beginners are not really learning, or like I come from the more artsy side. I think many people who come into the hobby do it for like the gaming side, or they read the books and wanted to start with that. So I want to give it a bit more the artsy approach than the uh here you here's your top 10 battle schemes for tabletop ready armies. So where was I? Oh yeah, I got a bit lost. Um, Probably want to have a bit more brown in there. Totally went off a rant now. I'm so sorry. Uh, what I enjoy seeing now as well, or like what I see now a lot of, like on Instagram or something, is that people experiment a lot with different styles and everything. I somewhat started it, and I have a project in mind where I want to expand this a bit. Like I think I showed it off, but I haven't gone really far. It's like this great and clean one. I want to paint this one in like a comic book style, and I just airbrushed it, and that was it. So that is maybe also something I will stream, as just I will start working off the stuff I have here lying around before I making something new. He says while already thinking about making something new. Now we get slowly into the. It looks like somewhat of a fabric and less of the skin of the soul of the hunted ones. Yeah, I sounds a bit uh Yeah, the Borderlands look is cool, and I also watch some creators on Instagram who paint Dragon Ball models in like this anime cell shaded look. That also looks very interesting. And it is a lot of like brush control, which I really think is very fun. And also I I bought them. I haven't really used them. They also use like this kind of brush. It's like a calligraphy brush. I think I have a bigger one. Nope, not this one. Here. Like something like this, where they have a very long hair for painting their models so they can get like a smooth line. So this is something I always wanted to try out to like get a few different like techniques under my belt, and also because it looks fun. And my idea for this piece is like displaying that an warp entity is not out of this world, so it will have a different painting style than the rest of the diorama, which I really enjoy the concept of. Also, with like those cell shading things and everything, it is a lot of like you paint a base color, like you paint something just red, and then you go in with a orange and then with a yellow to like have your three highlight steps, and then you also go in with a black to like line your things again. So that's why I think there could be the fear coming in that you quote unquote ruin your model because you need to have this like knowledge of your paint consistency, brush control to get the right consistency, and your model doesn't look washed or, yeah, mispainted. Borderlands is also a game I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed Borderlands 2 and also 3, even though the story wasn't so great. I really enjoyed the characters you can play there. I haven't tried out the new one though. I don't know. I haven't felt like Borderlands recently. I sound a lot like a person that doesn't enjoy a lot of things. That is not true. But like I I haven't gotten into it, into the new one. With the collector. I don't know what the fourth story is. I only saw like a few people play it when it came out, and that's it. think they dropped a bit the ball, and also I think I played with a friend like the offshoot game Tiny Tina's Wonderland, and I was okay, but I like finished the story and that was it. Oh yeah, thank you for the blue shadow. Yeah, the idea is that we have this side here warmer colors, so like reds and yellows. On the other side, we have cooler colors, aka purples and blues. So I thought a nice transition from light to dark, make it look cool. I also did that with my other piece, but that was more accidentally. Here I'm really trying to get the feel for it right and not like a, oh, that was just a moment of peak artistry that will never come back to me. So we put a bit more texture in our cloth. Also put the right highlights in. And then I think we do some squiggles on them. So it looks like we have some writing on them. I think just a tiny bit more of this. I also want to integrate a bit of yellow just so we have a bit of the warmth. Then we can just dab a brush here on the edges so we can create a rougher highlight on the folds of the paper. Oh, I will. I also forgot to post my other latest piece I finished. I haven't really posted that on the Discord. I can also do that. But yeah, have a great time, whatever your time zone is right now, and we will hear us another day. Probably want to have like a bluish ink. Put some purple in there. And probably brown, just have a really nice and dark. Yes. I think we are done for tonight.